home brewers, and we work with a lot of professional brewers too who come in and work with us from maybe a hops thing or a yeast thing or whatever. But once we get everything settled in Pasadena, they allow us to have a year-round situation. The problem with Renaissance is we can get there year-round, but you can't get there very easily. So we will begin to offer those probably in the spring. We're fixing to head into our busy season with the Renaissance Festival, so we'll offer those in the spring. And we also offer wedding classes too. You can come out and brew your own wedding beer.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Neat. That's like a destination vacation right there.
So we've done that in the past, and we'll be picking that back up. We got a wedding on the 28th of June, July. We'll come up for our first one in the Pasadena location. Yeah, it gets a chance. People come out. Maybe the father of the groom and the father of the bride come out and get to know each other, brew the beer, or the grooms and their bridesmaids. But we do an educational process also for those too, so they get to learn and have that process.
This keeps the knowledge and take it home.
Right, but we'll start doing
more respectful of the art that actually is what they put in their mouth. Yeah.
We'll offer some home brew classes in probably around February, January, after the turn of the first of the year. We just have a lot of brewing to get done right now.
No, we also do an apprenticeship program during the Renaissance Festival. So the apprenticeship program will actually allow you to come. You're required to be there every weekend, all the time, but essentially that
like
2 months
volunteership, which is you guarantee you're going to be there for every weekend, through the entire Ren Fest, and pitch in and be a hand.
In garb.
In that you get to learn how to brew. You work on the big system. You work on the little system. You learn every step of it. You get your hands in it. So it's basically just a crash course in brewing.
Like an intern. An intern.
Yeah. It's exactly about a year's worth of brewing.
It is.
For a home brewer.
You get the entire process.
Probably at least. So
nice.
And then we'll feed you. We can feed our crew.
Are you teaching the class, Alan? Are you teaching the class, or you guys?
I generally teach most of the classes.
Yeah. The apprenticeship, you just work with our production team. So you work with me and some of the other guys. And then we also house ourselves and house the apprentice at the brewery.
Nice. On site.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that's pretty lame, and there's probably not much going on after the sun goes down.
No.
So I would sure after about 5:30 when they close the place,
pretty bored.
Everybody just
9 o'clock
stops where they're at and they go to sleep. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. It's exactly what happens.
And then at 7 a.m. they miraculously wake back up, and then they're in the work mode. That's all that happens, right?
Sure. You get it. You exactly nailed that. No debauchery. We can't spell debauchery.
Drum circles.
No.
Oh, jeez.
No strange smells from the crowd.
Stupid drum circle.
I would tell you this.
You're trying to get sleep.
Trying to go to sleep. And then, boom, boom, boom. Cut it out.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
Brad's having flashbacks.
Yeah.
Night off. Okay.
Although when I brew upstairs, you really don't hear a whole lot upstairs. It's pretty well insulated.
Yeah, not anymore. You did used to before we put all the walls
up. So we feed our crew and house our crew.
You enhance the brewery to shut out the sounds of the drums.
Yes, we did.
Essentially.
Exactly. Well, you figure I'm up at 6 in the morning and we're brewing by
no joke.
7 or 8.
Brewing is no joke.
No.
Brewing is what I try to express to people that think that brewing is this magical job that witches do in the middle of the night. It is an entirely blue collar job. It is a blue collar job, and you work with your hands and you're in constant control. You have to remain, or try to remain, in constant control of your surroundings as they.
Oh, you do. It's dangerous.
Well, and if at our place at the Renaissance Festival, if you're in the rear brew house, the commercial brew house, it's like 100,000 plus BTU burners.
It's 140 degrees back there.
Yeah, there's no air conditioning. It's out in the woods.
I hate fire furnaces.
It goes.
I fucking hate them.
It'll literally get up into the 110, 120
on opening weekend.
Even more.
140 is our max we've had so far.
In the brew house, we have to step out of the brew house and come in and out.
So at the end of the day, we have dinner, a few beers, and we get some tastes, build our beer palate up. We do a little education class for our crew, and we go to bed at midnight, lights out, because it starts at 6 a.m. again.
I can see that. I know plenty of times I've got done at the brewery at 1:30 in the afternoon in the summer and went home and felt like I was a kid. Took a shower and felt like that I could just take on the world, and then I sat down and that was it.
That's it. You're through. You're done.
It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And
it's all over with.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, we have people coming all the time. Say, hey, come out to our campsite with us. So wait a minute, you need to walk a mile to your campsite.
Right.
You're going to give me a free hot dog and a free beer and a mile back. I've got 16 taps at the Renaissance Festival, plus beers in back and bottles. I got a crock pot full of food, AC in the back, upstairs in my room.
I know where I'm partying next year.
And no, you may not stay. Go away.
The only question I have is, were you in Colorado last weekend?
We actually have a lot of patrons out at the Renaissance Festival, and they really made us what we are.
I know it's a team effort out there. Everybody supports each other.
It is.
And I know you're just joking because it is such a team environment out there, and that's why we go every year is to experience that. I know Sylvia goes for a weekend, right? Which weekend are you going this year?
I'm going to do opening weekend and then pirate weekend, probably Barbarian.
Ooh,
so
yeah,
those are usually the three. Knock them out. Yeah, so we just show up Friday camp and then Saturday and then Sunday. We try to go in, but we usually just stay around and
Oktoberfest. We'll do a keg on the stage.
Ooh,
we tap a wooden keg on the stage every year over the King.
Which weekend is Oktoberfest?
That's going to be the 29th, actually in September, which is when real Oktoberfest is.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll tap a wooden keg on stage for about 1,000 people and hope it doesn't go horribly wrong.
Was that the first weekend?
First weekend. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Saddle up, let's go.
Is it a Firkin keg?
It's a
Are you going to tap a Firkin
It's a 5 gallons Firkin wooden keg. Yeah.
Firkin
Yes.
keg.
Wow.
Nice.
It can go wrong.
Yeah. I've seen too many of them go
I always
wrong.
smile at the people in the first row going, yeah. I'm going, yeah, you better hope.
You have no fucking idea what's going on here.
We have stories.
But don't mess this up.
Oh, my God. Jeez.
So the tour at the Renaissance Festival was named the 5th best brewery tour in the U.S. by Men's Journal.
Exactly. We were shocked by that.
High praise.
It caught us off guard. Yeah, we had no idea.
We didn't. It was a great honor, and I have no idea how we got it, but we appreciate it. I think the thing is we're unique and offer a very different environment, a different experience than most brewery tours. You go to a brewery tour and here's your beer, that's your tank, there's a fermenter, have a good day.
A brewery tour like no other.
Exactly. So ours is very unique. We're different. The word unique doesn't even apply to us anymore. We're just out there on our own. So we were shocked and very honored to be the only one in Texas even on the list. But to make that, it's a big list. There's some big name people on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That tour takes a little while. We call it a tour, but it's probably 30 minutes worth of
journey
information.
It's a journey. We walk around, show everything, and sit down. We'll sample beers, and it's an experience.
We talk about the historic stuff, and then we sit and talk a little bit about what's going on in general, and then we take you to the back and we talk about the modern stuff. So it takes a half hour to do it.
Do you have a grain clock? Is that how you do your...
We have a sand timer.
Yeah.
Literally, we brew with a sand timer.
Historically accurate.
So we use that old school NBA symbol, that match done, and we
have
use
one.
all of that.
Nice.
We literally have all that.
Nice.
And use it.
Hell yeah.
They're looking at the stickers.
Right, looking at stickers.
Party foul. Party foul.
It was hidden by my mic.
I knew one day these were coming
My
in.
mic was hidden by my mic.
Is that the first bill?
I think that's the first bill, especially first bill over an iPad.
It makes it even more powerful.
I'm shocked it took this
an
long.
It's an ice bill.
The voice of God speaketh.
So speaking of
Woe unto you who spills the first beer.
At least he spilled
speaking
over
of
his own iPad.
the Firkins, we're going back to that conversation. You guys are pretty active in the Firkin Fest and the Mardi Gras in LaPorte.
We actually set the first Firkin Fest up in Texas with we partnered with the Texas Craft Brewers Guild.
If y'all could just watch the language a little bit, I'd appreciate it.
We freaking love to. So we're a very unique operation. We do other festivals. We pull the permit and set everything up.
When is that typically? What month is
We
that?
didn't do the Firkin Festival last year. The guild didn't want to do one. We're going to do one this year. We're looking at probably, I can't decide whether to do it in the spring or do it in June next year.
Yeah,
All right, so
it's usually
there's-
summertime.
Right now we have 6.75 million people listening, and some of those might not know what a Firkin is. Should we explain?
Yeah,
Or
so
they might think
On the air? Oh, wow.
Well played, sir.
Thank you. Go ahead,
Firkin.
Brad.
Firkin is basically just at least a modern Firkin is just a steel barrel, essentially, that you use to age beer in.
It's been naturally carbonated.
5.75 gallons.
No, it's
I
10.
think, no?
I'm going to correct him. It's
That's
10.8.
a pen. I'm sorry.
A pen is 5, yeah.
Pen is 5.
What is a Firkin?
10.8 is a Firkin.
Is a measurement of Old English Standard, and it was 10.8. And they just now using metal. But originally a Firkin was 10.8, a pen was 5.4, a hogshead was 52 gallons. Those are all old measurements, so that's just a measurement of the difference between Firkins is a Firkin is a cask of beer. It's very unique. Each Firkin is different. You may have more than one made at the same time, but each firkin will have different characteristics and different flavor out of it. And you never know what's going to come out of that firkin until you tap it.
Absolutely.
Whether it's carbonated, over-carbonated, under-carbonated.
Right.
Good, bad, indifferent.
Bad, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
you never know.
When I've done them, I've done kind of like a firkin style and some cornies before. We never did it our deal, but re-krausening the beer after you've already secondaried it and then you go into the corny. It's I don't think you can carbonate quite like that in any other process. I think I love it because it's a natural deal that happens and you don't have to worry about, I need to carbonate this beer, I need to do this. And you do it with nature and science
But you got to get it right.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
Really, without a microscope, there's no way to predict what is.
No.
So I always shoot for the short side.
That's good.
Is what I do. I shoot for the short side and then usually come up about moderate. But, I mean, if you overshoot anything, you're pretty much... just let it settle for about a half hour and come back and we can give you another half a glass.
Well, the hard part is getting it even tapped sometimes.
There's a lot of funny YouTube videos.
Yeah. Because you got to put a spile in it to let it vent, and then hopefully you can get a plug into it.
We're done. Black Plague is out.
No. So that was the Black Plague, and we're on to, what are we on to, Brad?
So this is the barrel-aged Black Plague.
Oh.
So it's the same thing, except this was aged for, I think, 10 months in a Ranger Creek barrel.
Ooh.
Score.
Nice.
This is actually the second running of that barrel, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's efficient.
Yeah.
We have a third running with Patient Zero. We'll see how it comes out. Third running of a barrel is kind of tough.
You start to get a little bit sketchy on the third run.
Well, look, Brad, pour some of those. We're going to come back to this after the break and talk about some more of this gray beer.
The Galactic Guys. Watch us on Facebook Live and YouTube. And don't forget to tell us how pretty we look. It's what your mother would want. And no one knows your mom like the Galactic Guys. Go to vinyldraftradio.com.
Elite Care 24-hour emergency room in League City offers all of the services found at a traditional hospital emergency room, but adds very short wait times, a clean and comfortable location, and outstanding service. The goal? For you to see an emergency room physician within 10 minutes of your visit, and to provide you with the best, most comfortable experience while you're with them. Elite Care 24-hour is located at 2530 Gulf Freeway in League City. Call 281-337-7500.
Prom season, wedding season, homecoming. Get the look you want this year at Muzzy's. Your one-stop shop, Muzzy's has everything you need to look great with the perfect dresses, shoes, and accessories. These events will be unforgettable, so shouldn't you be too? Find us online at muzzies.com or come see owner Lynn Red and her amazing staff. Muzzy's, fashion with an attitude.
Make plans for the 38th Annual Great Texas Mosquito Festival, July 26th, 27th, and 28th in Clute, Texas. Enjoy 3 fun-filled days of live music, food, and family fun. On Friday night, see the Spasmatics with MCA recording artist David Nail. On Saturday, start the party off right with New Orleans favorites Bag of Donuts. And finish the night with Texas favorite Kevin Fowler. For more information and a complete schedule of events, go to mosquitofestival.com. It's the Great Texas Mosquito Festival, July 26th through 28th. Sponsored in part by Clute Parks and Recreation and Bud Light.
Chuck's Sports Bar and Memorabilia in League City is exactly what you picture a hometown bar to be. A perfect place to watch the game with friends, all the while enjoying great food, great drinks, and a friendly staff. Chuck's is also the home of celebrity bartender nights, open mic nights with Robert Del Toro, karaoke nights, and more. Chuck's is located at 601 East Main in Old League City and is open Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 11 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 4 to 1 a.m. Call Chuck's 832-632-1325 or find them on Facebook by searching Chuck's Sports Bar, League City.
One of them just threw up in the men's room.
That's gross.
We're back to the Galactic Guys and the Galactic Coast Power Hour on Vinyl Draft Radio. Space travel. Beer. Does this look infected? Beer. Voting. Did we mention there's beer? Hey, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week, we think. Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Galactic Coast Power Hour, Vinyl Draft Radio. I gotta pee.
Whatever. Oh, okay. Oh, now we're live. We're good.
Hey, we're back. That was a quick week, and we're back already. All right, so we got the lads. What is there a Scottish term